Hi, it's me, Elizabeth Signs, aka Fairy Woman, and we are on day 16 of the Fairies Guide to Being Human video guide series. Um, so, day 16 is day 3 in the book, and I commend all of you who have continued to watch this every day and have stuck with your own healing process. It can be hard to commit to working on yourself. It's like exercise sometimes. You have to commit to give yourself the space and time. If it's to meditate, if it's to work on yourself. And it's very easy to find excuses to not do it. So those of you who have continuously done this for 16 days, I applaud you. You've done an amazing job. So here we are, the fairy message for day 3, which is day 16. When you bite into a salad, all the mixed flavors is what makes it taste so good. The same is true with life. If the sun was always shining, you were always just happy, then life would feel stale after a while. Your feelings are what make life taste so good. You should take time to savor all of them, the sweet, the salty, and the spicy. You are a divine being who is colorful like a rainbow. Even pure light can be broken down into a spectrum of color. Being human is living your life as a rainbow and knowing you are also the pure white light. All these feelings are tools to navigate your path. You will have moments of the unknown that will make you want to stop, run away, or feel like you're not good enough. Those feelings are illusions and signs you're making the right choices. The fairies. And it's when you think about just this whole experience we've been in, and I know personally I have, and a lot of my friends and clients and family have all had the same kind of experience of just this roller coaster of emotions where you can feel up and you can feel at peace, and then have times of just feeling really sad. It's waves of grief, waves of anger, frustration, all that's coming up and coming through at this time. And it's our judgment that leads to decide that those are bad and repressing those feelings, or that it's a bad experience. Really, we just need to be in the experience of our feelings and let it out, and then we can come to the other side of it. The action step for the day is: what feelings do you label good and what feelings do you label bad? How can you embrace and not deny your bad feelings in a healthy way? What feelings are strongest right now? And when you're working towards peace and contentment and wholeness, then you have to embrace all parts of yourself. And there's people that talk about doing shadow work and working with shadow, and that's kind of what this is about too. It's like looking at the unconscious and looking at the negative that we've labeled as negative or bad sides of ourselves and have been pushing away. Because now is the time that you have a space to center and to look at them and see that they've had a purpose all along. And if you can just acknowledge that they're there and acknowledge their purpose and embrace them as part of your whole, then it makes it easier to shift in and out of them. It makes it easier to not have shame around them too. That's a big piece. But it's like coming into the full acceptance of who you are and knowing who that is. And I don't mean to just go, well, I'm just a jerk, so I get to keep being a jerk. It's more that when you see the fear underneath, when you see the sadness underneath, when you see the pain underneath, um, when you get to those feelings and you realize this is the way I've been acting out those feelings, and instead you can embrace it as, well, I have this issue or this hurt, and you become aware of it, then you don't act out unconsciously and be a jerk. You instead know that that's there, and you find ways to handle that. So that's kind of the message of today, is to find those unconscious or the parts of yourself that you reject and embrace them into the whole. I would really suggest to connect with your fairy guide and help get a new perspective, because often our fairy guides have a very different than our human perspective, and they'll help lead you to a new way of looking at these feelings. And I hope that in all of that you find peace and you have a magical day. And I will see you tomorrow. And to all the mothers, today in the US we celebrate Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day.